Okay, so this isn't the first time I saw this kind of video, but I've noticed like a lot of videos saying my kids come first. And I'll tag one of the creators that actually got me, thinking. I can't stitch it because he stitched his video, etc., etc., etc. But I'll tag him. Now, everybody has a difference of opinion on this because, in my opinion, I always think that your partner should come first. And let me tell you why. Eventually, one day, your kids grow up and leave the nest. You have your partner left to be there when you pass, when you're holding your hand and those final days are done. Your partner is the one that you chose to go through the hard times. Your kids are the ones that you're trying to get out of the hard times so that they can have a good future. And now I'm going to tell you a little story why I believe this way. My grandfather, right? I disrespected my grandmother once in front of him. One time. And that's all it took. Because my grandfather came down onto me like the wrath of God. I think I told her, no, I'm not going to do that, whatever, because she asked me to do something. And my grandfather looked at me right in the face and he goes, that is my wife you're talking to right there. That is my wife. And you will not disrespect my wife, the one that I chose, the one that I'm going to go through the hard times with, the one that I'm going to make all these sacrifices for. That is my wife. And you will not be disrespectful to her. Do you understand? And that was the last time I was ever disrespectful to her. That's a man that chooses his partner. No matter what, has her back. Even if sometimes she can be wrong, but he loved her. I think, yes, your kids should come first until they reach an age where they can start making some decisions on their own. Not necessarily has to be 18. In my personal opinion, once a kid's about 14, 15 years old, they can start to have their own independence and they start to want to leave the nest, develop their own life. And that gives you time to develop with your partner. Plus, if you have a good partner, should that even be a question that goes through your mind? Should I have to choose my partner or choose my kids? How is that even a question if you have a good partner? That question shouldn't even exist. Because a good partner will be there to help you with the kids, that help benefit the kids' lives. Maybe that's an old head way of thinking. Perhaps after seeing that, it changed me a little bit into always thinking, you're right. My partner's the one that's going to be the one being there when the kids will be off and doing their own thing. But honestly, that shouldn't be a question if you have a good partner. But if you had to give me a choice, long term, it should be your partner. Everybody has a difference on this. Thank you. Have yourself a good one.